a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell. C'est la vie, say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell. They furnished off an apartment with a two-room robot safe. The corridor was crammed with TV dinners and ginger ale. But when Pierre found work, the little money coming worked out well. C'est la vie, say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell.
I like that dance scene in that movie, Pulp Fiction. One of the coolest dance scenes. John Travolta really did a good job, man. This video is about the journey, about our journey, about our path, and all different things. You know, when I was 15, 16 years old, I had no idea. You know, you don't have any idea what lies ahead. You got dreams and you got things you kind of like to see happen and stuff like that, but you can never tell how life is going to go for you. The most you can hope for, really, at the end of the line is that you have been loved and you have loved. And believe it or not, some people don't achieve that. So if you just get those two things, and for me, I had kind of a restless, wild start to this race. Thank God it's a marathon, not a sprint. But I took every path, blind, running fast as I could, no thinking about consequences, made lots of friends along the way, lost some, made some, was a winner, a loser, just, you know, it's just how life goes. Nobody gets out of this life without facing their own storms, you know, and you don't know what comes tomorrow. You know, you really don't. You're all nice and safe in a routine, and all of a sudden life will pull one of its little tricks out of its hat, and the next thing you know, you're dealing with terminal cancer, or somebody close to you dies, or, you know, something. But life is so filled with amazing moments too. And I had those moments even during my worst times, you know. I think, truthfully, I learned more in the rain than I did when the sun was shining and everything was perfect. And I learned more about myself, learned about my weaknesses and flaws, and it's good to know that. It keeps you humble. And believe it or not, I'm a humble person because I know how weak I am a lot of times. But the most important thing that ever happened to me was when I realized that to give is the most important thing. To put yourself, to not think of yourself, but try to think of other people first. And my whole life changed when I did that. I mean, I always had a good heart, but my brain was like shot. I mean, I stepped on paths that I knew I shouldn't be on, but I was just too stubborn to get off of them. And I'd ride it out to the end. And this video is about the friends that crossed that path and walked that path with me, and and some of them are still around, and some are gone. And I don't know. It's like you got this one shot at life, this one chance on stage, and deep down, nobody really knows what's next. You know, I'm kind of a Christian, and I say kind of because you got to have so much faith, and it just cracks me up sometimes when you think of atheists when they talk about religion as almost being like a cartoon. Uh, you know, the thought that there was always somebody, a higher power around, is just ridiculous to them. They just can't conceive that anybody would believe such a fairy tale. Yet these same people believe that we started out as a little pinhead and opened up, not a big bang, because I heard this scientist explain the other day there couldn't have been any noise because there were no elements. You got to have certain elements to have a bang. So it just kind of like went. I think we're like 8 trillion light years out and still haven't found the end of all this. We got suns out there that are 1,000 times bigger than ours and hotter. And we got black holes that swallow them and hundreds of other planets bigger than ours, and nobody knows where they go. And now they're finding out that there are things happening out there that defy everything we know about science. So, you know, we're all on this little planet trying to figure this thing out. And I don't hold nothing against anybody. If you're an atheist, you're an atheist. You know, if you're a Christian, you're a Christian. If you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. You know, just don't be hurting anybody. If you hurt somebody, then you're wrong. Period. You know, because if there is a God, that God wouldn't be any kind of a God if it meant you destroy everybody that doesn't believe in him. Because if God created us, he knows how BB-brained we all are, how insignificant we are. Our little planet, you know, people worry about man and global warming and man causing global warming and stuff like that, when Mother Nature can do 1,000 times more damage than anything man could ever dream of. And so I don't want to wander too far off of what I want to talk about, and that is the friends that's been on the path. That's what makes your life, you know. That is, in the end, the people that have touched you in the slightest way are priceless. And the more people you touch, the more value your life has. And differences in politics and choices of music and all those things, they don't mean anything. Really, they don't mean anything. But I had a friend like from my hometown, small hometown. I didn't really know him that well. Didn't know him at all, really. About the same age. He was my friend on Facebook. He read a conservative post that I put, and he unfriended me. And to me, it just astounds me that someone could do that because of a difference in opinion. You know, But then I got a lot of friends that care for me, and I care for them. And so if my life was to kind of like end right now, uh, I'd have a smile on my face. I certainly wasn't the best person and led the best life, but I wasn't the worst either. I'm kind of like right in the middle, if I go, of all the trillions of people that's lived and died. So I'm just like you. I'm wondering what it's all about and how it all going to turn out. And I probably ain't going to be around to find out, but I know that the friends you make and the love that you put out is the most important thing about this journey. And that's it. Young hearts beat reunited.
We got but one shot of life, let's take it while we're still not afraid. Because life is so brief, and time is a thief when you're undecided. Like a fistful of sand, you can slip right through your hands.
There you go.
Young hearts be free tonight. Time is on your side. Don't let them put you down, don't let them push you around.